Okay, so I'm still working on the paintings. They're going into Susan Almazel's show, Seizing the Gaze, but I'm using glazing liquid, and I'm adding quinacridone gold to these sides because I wrote words on the side. This side says permission to dream in yes, and the other side says change your DNA, rewrite your stories. And that's what I teach. And also through A Place of Our Own, I teach it using art, that you can change the ancestral trauma that gets locked in your DNA cells by rewriting your stories in your mind. And there's ways to do it using art. So one of the ways I do it is by having things that inspire me. So whoever ends up with this painting, hopefully that is something they'll keep top of mind, is to let the old stories that don't serve you anymore go and add the new stories, or accept that maybe there are stories that you misinterpreted when you were a kid. Because if you keep holding on to the old stories that aren't working for you, I'm 65, it's time to let them go and realize that maybe your parents didn't know what they were doing, but maybe they were doing the best they could. It wasn't right necessarily, but you might as well move on at some point. So what I'm doing is I'm actually putting like an amber glaze. I don't know if you can see it. And the way I do it is using that transparent glaze. And my favorite color is quinacridone gold. One of my favorite colors. But it starts to, I just brush it over everything and it gives it this amber tint. So it knocks back the white. And I do that on my paintings too. I usually paint with two colors, white and raw umber, and create whatever images I'm doing, almost like a sculpture. And then I come back later again with this glazing liquid and any of my favorite colors that are pretty transparent, which means there's no white in them. And I start to just layer them. I just paint right on top of it. And it adds this beautiful color, whatever color you're using. And you can do it in stages. That's my story.